Hi, I'm Vikram from Mathematics City. Welcome back to another algebra video, and today we're going to be talking about functions. But before we get into the explaining of the concepts, I'm going to talk about a couple of things. First and foremost, thank you, all of you, for all the support we've been receiving recently. The subscribers, the views, the comments, the likes, the shares. Thank you so much. It means so much to us how much love and support you're giving to this channel. So we want to say thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so much. Okay, so the second thing I want to talk about is if my voice is a little bit, my voice is a little bit funny, and if I stutter like I just did 2 times in this video, it's because I have expanders and I cannot talk properly, and it's super frustrating. So sorry about that. The third thing is that if you are hearing like background noise, it's my mom's birthday tomorrow, so we're just like organizing some stuff. But yeah, so sorry about audio problem. And the last thing is, if you're wondering why Shreya and Ramya aren't making that many videos, it's because they're already a month into school and they're already doing like the work and everything. We've started school too, but we're in like the first couple of days, so it's always like take the syllabus, sign it, and then what are the rules and all that kind of stuff. Not actually learning any of the like math and science and that kind of stuff. Okay, so now let's talk about functions. Now, functions are important because you see a lot of them in calculus, you see a lot of them in algebra, and you're seeing them a lot. They're not going away. Functions are very important. So you can think of a function as an input-output machine. So an input, it would input a variable, a value for that variable, and an output with another value. And what it does some operations on that input value, and it gives you an output. So if I have a function, and the rules, I guess, is you take the input and you add it by 3. If I input it like a 4, I would get an output of 7. We write a function as f. You can write, usually people do f, but you can do like an h or a g. I've seen h's and g's, but I like to go f. F of x. The parentheses doesn't mean f times x. But when I saw that first, I was a little bit confused. I thought it's f times x, but no, it's f of x. Okay? And then equals to whatever the rule is. So I said x plus 3. X is kind of like the input generally, and y is usually the variable we use for the output. So I could have f of x, and then any operation, x squared, whatever, So the thing about functions is, and you'll get a more rigorous explanation of this when we learn about graphing these guys, is f of x is the same thing as y, and then in the coordinate plane, when you're graphing points, as Vijay explained, you have a corresponding y point to the x point, and a function when you're usually you draw like with curves and lines and stuff. The y values is the same as the f of x, or the output value, and then the x-axis, or the x value, is the same as the input. So that's kind of how you can think about it. So let's think about another definition. This might be a little bit more easier to understand, maybe a bit more conceptual. And it's with the use of independent and dependent variables. So independent variable and dependent variable, what are they? Well, let me give you an example, and I'm going to be using something very common, an orange. So let me get that orange color here, and let me draw an orange. Yep, that's a pretty good looking orange. Well, that's not a pretty good looking orange. Color inside the lines, that's a rule, remember? So we're going kindergarten. Anyways, and let's just say that orange is $5. Kind of expensive, but $5. So an independent variable is any variable that's independent. It stands alone. For example, how many oranges will I buy? Well, I could buy 7 oranges, 10 oranges, 1 orange. I could buy how many ever oranges they have in stock. I could buy how many ever oranges I wish. So it's an independent variable. It kind of stands alone. Then there's a dependent variable. In this situation, a dependent variable would be, how much would I have to pay? Well, a dependent variable depends on the independent variable. It depends on another variable. It needs another variable to even exist. So a dependent variable, it depends on another variable. So how many how much would I pay for the oranges is a dependent variable because it depends on how many oranges I buy, because how much I pay depends on how many oranges I buy, right? So it's a dependent variable because it's depending on another variable. So you could think of a function as the relationship between a dependent variable and an independent variable. That's another way of thinking about a function. So a function could be thought of as an input-output machine or as the relation between an independent and a dependent variable. So that's pretty much what a function is. You get more rigorous explanations when we're talking about graphing functions. We get into more complex functions like piecewise functions and natural logs and all that fun stuff. Calculus, these guys are super important. Like 99.99999% of the time, maybe even 100% of the time, we're going to be using functions to do limit, derivatives, integrals, all that stuff. So, yeah. So that's pretty much what a function is. It's kind of an intro. This video is kind of an intro. Like I said at the beginning, thank you so much for all the support, and keep calm and love math. Have an awesome day wherever you are, and we will see you in the next video. Make sure to check back on this YouTube channel for videos. Please do not check on our website until I have updated it. I don't know when I'm actually going to update it. You know what? I think this weekend I will update it because I have a little bit of homework this weekend. But this week, in the weekend I will update it. Maybe even before weekend at latest I will update it. So yeah, so make sure to check that out. The latest will be this weekend, promise. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Keep calm and love math. I'll see you later, wherever you are in the world. Have an awesome day. Bye.